Okay, welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us tonight. And I hope you're ready to boost your immune system and get a little bit more information about boosting your immune system with what we've got in Shazin. So we're going to go and chat about how can you actually build your immune system. So yeah, this feels like a class of a life orientation class. But what we all know these things. You must eat fruits and veggies, you must exercise, you must maintain a healthy weight, you must drink alcohol in moderation, you must get enough sleep, you must take steps to avoid infections such as washing your hands frequently and try to minimize stress. So a lot of our products actually form part of this. Now, let's face it. How many of us, just give me a thumbs up, if you eat, how many fruit and veg must we eat? 5 fruits and 5 veg. Of, I don't know, maybe Louise can tell us. She'll know better. But we're supposed to eat a lot of fruit and veg. So put up your thumb if you eat all.
Okay, I think it's between 5 and 9 fruit
Okay.
and veg a day.
So put up your thumb there if you eat that a day. No, me neither. I can't do it. Okay, exercising regularly. Um, I've I'm going. I've started now that I'm with James Yates. I've actually skipped here and there a day, but I've been exercising regularly. Now rewarded myself with a new pair of tackies that I haven't bought tackies in 10 years. So I feel like I've won the lotto. So it's very nice to wear tackies that don't hurt my feet. Maintaining a healthy weight is always a very difficult thing, because if only sweets were bad, good for you, and broccoli was bad for you, it would actually be wonderful. But yeah, and then drink alcohol in moderation. Some of us don't have that problem, but my kids drive me to drink. So unfortunately, I can't take it in moderation. Sometimes I take a bit too much that I need to take. So, and then getting enough sleep. I think a lot of us, we actually deprive ourselves of actually getting enough sleep. We're supposed to get between 8 and 12 hours sleep. I think most of us get 5, 6 hours sleep a night, which is actually very sad. And then taking steps to avoid infection. So let's unpack that with COVID. Yo, I'm telling you, that we never used to wash our hands because suddenly we were taught to wash our hands and taught to sanitize and everything. So washing your hands frequently and then try to minimize stress. And this is also easier said than done, because we know you can tell yourself, okay, stop stressing, but that's not going to help you to stop stressing. So let's have a look at a bit of the products. And I'm also going to let you guys interact as well, that can help us actually in this, trying to building our immune system, because we obviously lack in a few of the areas. So then what we'll do, we'll ask nature to help us, and we'll then use a supplement for that, or we'll use other products. Right, so what is nature's answers? Okay, do you remember when you were a young child? I don't know, yeah, you all are about that age. Um, if you weren't feeling well, your Oma would go and mix honey and ginger and lemon and all sorts of funny things, and then she'd say, drink it. And you think it's the vilest thing ever.
Yeah. Sorry, we still do this.
Okay, so you still do this. There are some of us that still do it. So I'm glad to hear
Yep.
that. Let me just see who else. Hi, Anne, welcome. So often we will make this concoction and we'll drink it, and then we will hope for the best and hope that it boosts our immune system. Or if we already got a bit of a cough, we'll hope it helps for that. So I thought, let us look at a bit of the components and the ingredients that are inside of our products, because they are very repetitive in our whole immune boost range. So if you think of ginger, Ginger is warming, it's energizing, it helps to fight bacteria, and it can also actually help with inflammation as well. And then our good old friend lemons. I remember, Leanne, I don't know if you can remember, but in Kimberley, there were always lemon trees on the pavements.
Oh yes, oh yes.
And I used to love just walking past and picking. Those were still the days when people had fruit trees on their pavements, like and hanging over the side, like apricot trees and lemon trees and all that kind of thing. So we used to. I don't know about you, but I just used to eat lemons as if they were anything like peaches, and I used to really enjoy them. But what we don't really always realize is lemons are very, very good for you. I mean, if you take lemons and you squeeze it into the water that you're busy washing your dishes in, it can actually make your hands softer. Um, if you try to lose weight and you drink lemon water in the mornings, or hot lemon water, it actually helps you to also lose weight. So it actually speeds up the metabolism and all that. So lemon has so many good um, properties. And if you think of a lemon now, just think of that smell. If you press that lemon that you've just cut open and that zest just comes out, and you just feel, oh, I feel invigorated. And it reduces the swelling, and it just helps to fight fatigue. I mean, if you smell a lemon, you'll immediately feel refreshed. But we don't do this anymore. We don't have lemons in our garden anymore. Very few of us do. And that is found in a lot of our Immune Boost products. Then cinnamon, except for the fact that recently it has been said that cinnamon actually brings down your blood sugar levels. Um, there's other good, um, what am I looking for? Good properties of cinnamon as well. It actually stimulates circulation, it boosts the production of our infection fighting cells, and it helps to reduce stress. And I mean, you just look at a cinnamon. If I think of cinnamon, I think of pancakes. So there goes the healthy diet. But luckily, I'm just reducing the infection of my T cells. So, yeah, so that should be good enough. Because then also cloves. I mean, if you got to remember when you were younger, and some of us might still do it. If you had toothache, then your mother or your grandmother would say, just bite on a clove, and you would think, what? What does this mean? And actually, cloves, they fight infection and they actually reduce inflammation. So that's why your tooth would feel better after you've actually bitten on a clove, and it will relieve that pain of your toothache. So, sure. So that's now cloves. Then the other product that, other ingredient that a lot of our Immune Boost has is sage. Now, I don't know how many of you have actually touched sage or had it in your garden, but it helps actually breaks up mucus formation, and it is very antiseptic. And it's also relaxing and soothing. If you touch a sage leaf and you smell your hand, you'll actually smell it. Actually calms you quite a lot. Then we have our bergamot. So this is this thing. It looks like an orange lemon thing, but it's actually a bergamot. Sorry, that question mark shouldn't be there. Um, and bergamot is used a lot in a lot of things in Shazam. Like for instance, if we take our natural essence, our cleansing wash, it has bergamot in, and it actually removes the toxins out of the skin. Except for that, now it also eases the stress, obviously, because it's the family of the lemon. It also helps actually for your stomach to calm an irritated gut, and it clears. Oh, I just want to move this thing out the way. It clears the respiratory system as well. So that's bergamot. So there's a little bit of a difference between lemon and bergamot. And bergamot is not an orange. You don't really get them. You don't really get them in the shops to buy them either. I think they're not really very common. And then the good old black pepper. Okay, so I always thought pepper was bad for you. People used to say it takes 9 years for pepper to pass through your body, and I don't know what all. So they say it's high in, I can't even say those words, monoterpenes. Maybe Louise, you can help me, and sesquiterpenes. Okay, so don't worry about how we pronounce them. They are natural chemicals that actually serve as antioxidants. And antioxidants are very good in your body to fight any infection or fight any bad things that come into your body, and it supports your immune system when you need it the most. And then also, once again, just like the bergamot, it also actually it promotes better health of your intestines, and I didn't really know this. So that is actually quite interesting, and it fights bacteria as well. So all of these products of ours have these things we've just spoken about now: cinnamon, sage, black pepper, cloves, ginger. What else? What else was there? Can we remember? Black pepper, sage. Oh, bergamot, lemon. Okay, so most of these have all the same ingredients. So what would you do with the Immune Boost crystals? Okay, so obviously you'd bath in them. And then, as I've told you before, what I do is I normally stretch it with a little bit of Epsom salts just to make it go a bit further. But I actually thought it was quite an awful smell in the beginning, but now I actually find it quite soothing when I smell it. And maybe my nose is adjusted to different kinds of essential oils and so on. And then, of course, we have our Immune Boost Fortifying Hand Wash. Now, in my house, that does not last very long, because if you've got 4 people in the house, that bottle is finished within a week. So what Annalisa has told me, what she does with her hand gels, is she just waters it down, or puts. Annalisa, you can help me if I'm wrong here, but I think you said you took half water, half gel.
Yeah, I think about a third water, because the liquid inside the hand wash is very, very thick. So I put in a bit of water.
Okay, so
but
then you
it's
can
still effective.
Yeah, it's still effective. I'm sure it's still effective, and it's still got all that goodness of that those ingredients that boost our immune systems. Our immune boost concentrate has also all of that stuff we've just spoken about now. All of that ingredients it has in it. Now, but what makes it so special is it's called the Immune Boost Massage Concentrate. So it's a highly, highly, highly concentrated amount of ingredients that it has in there. So what you do with it is, if you're not sick, you actually rub it on you everywhere where you find your lymph nodes. So you can put it here by your elbows, the back of your knees. You can also put it over here, and then you can also just to get it into the system. If you're sick already, then you should rub it on your throat, on your chest, under your feet, and then also on your back. But that's a bit difficult if you haven't got something to rub it on. But so there's a way to boost your immune system, and then there's a way to, if you're already sick, to actually apply this product. So you'll find it in the product notes as well. They explain how you use it. So remember, if you're sick already, you rub it actually on the places where you're feeling ill, and that's normally will be in the chest and in the throat, and then we'll put it under the feet, just like we used to do the good old Vicks under the feet. We put the immune boost concentrate also under the feet. Okay, so I don't know if any of you have got other use or other way that you apply it. If you can maybe share that with us.
Priscilla,
Yes.
the crystals. I've
Yeah.
got 2 ways to distribute it. The one, I put it in my burner with a little bit of water while I shower. Then I breathe it in. Then the whole bathroom is full of the steam, full of the smell. And the other one is I bought a diffuser that I put it in water, and then the whole night while I sleep, it's in the room, in the air. So you breathe it in. and it works quite well. It opens your chest. It just makes you feel nice.
Wow, thank you, Estelle. That's very good advice. Thank you for that. You have told me that before as well. You do it with the de-stressing crystals as well. You said you do it with that as well, then it makes you sleep well as well.
Yes, there's different most crystals. So the green one is also one that I sometimes use. They say it helps for a hangover. So if I'm very, very tired, I put that with my de-stress, and then I will wake up revitalized. I don't know what it does, but I just know it helps.
So it's the detox one.
The detox and the green one. I think the green one is called the
de-stressing bath crystals, and then the detox crystals.
The detox one, yeah. It revitalizes you at night. I don't know what it does, but it does wonders. And then this one, the breathe easy and the immune boost. I use it when I feel chesty because I get asthma. Especially if there's a fire somewhere, then I do that, and then it opens my chest while I sleep, and then I just feel lekker.
Thanks, Estelle. I use Estelle's what she told me, that advice that she gave me. Now I've got one of those little air coolers that's like an aircon, but it's on wheels. Now it's got a tray at the bottom where you put water in. So since Estelle's told me this, I've been putting different crystals into that tray with that water as well. But I'm just so scared I fall asleep while I'm working, so I try not to use the de-stress when I'm working. But I've used the spa additive before, and the resistance bath crystals, and then also the immune boost. So that's also another way that you can also use it, is to actually put, if you've got one of those little aircons on wheels, then that also actually works quite well. That's something I just discovered recently because I thought about Estelle's advice. So thank you for sharing that, Estelle. Right, so now we've spoken about, okay, so all those wonderful goodies, all those ingredients are in those 3 products that we just looked at now, and we discussed them. And now we can talk about sanitizing. When people look at our sanitizer, they think, oh my goodness, it's such a small little bottle and it costs 100 Rand. How on earth am I going to pay 100 Rand for this? Now, the beauty of our hand sanitizer, you'll see that my heading there says sanitize and clear. Because it doesn't just sanitize, it does a lot of other things. So eucalyptus is known as well for if you've got cold and fever. Also, if you take a humidifier and you put eucalyptus oil in it in a child's room when they're chesty, it helps them. Or when you've got sinus or hay fever or so. So it's got the eucalyptus in. So you can actually take your hand sanitizer and spray it on your chest. And what I do is I also spray it at the back of my neck, and I also spray it into my mask. But just be careful when you spray it in your mask, let it first dry, because if you don't let it dry, then you get this boof. Because remember, it's got the alcohol in as well. So then you get this like whiff of alcohol coming into you, and you're like, it's like a lot of people say, whoa, no, this stuff is too strong. And then lavender, as we know, lavender calms you, it soothes you, it's anti-inflammatory. And as with, remember what Brad said on Monday, he said it's used in most aromatherapy mixtures, but it also makes you relax. And then it has tea tree and niaoli. So I went to go look a bit just now, and you see here in the bottom right-hand corner, that is niaoli. You see, it looks almost like it's got like a bottle brush kind of a flower. I've never really seen a niaoli myself, but probably because it comes from Madagascar, and I've never been to Madagascar. So that could be one of the reasons. And then on the left-hand side, that is the tea tree. So as we know, the tea tree has got germ fighting abilities. It's antibacterial, it's antifungal, it's healing, and it also improves your body's ability to fight off infection. So in actual fact, except now for the alcohol that might burn you, it can actually help you if you've got like a insect bite or a cut or something like that. But I find if I use it on a like an insect bite or so, it doesn't really burn me. It burns for a moment and then it's gone, because I think that alcohol evaporates very quickly. And then the Naioli and the tea tree, remember, they're very much the same family. Although if I look at them, I think their leaves look the same. But I don't know if tea tree has flowers. I didn't find one with flowers on. And it also clears the respiratory congestion. And then it also tells you with cuts and burns, it helps you with that. So we don't just have a sanitizer. We have actually a doctor in a bottle, and you use so little. I don't know if you guys can agree with me, but my little bottle I keep in my handbag, or I stick it in my pocket. If I don't take my handbag and I'm wearing like a pants, then I stick it in my pocket, and I sanitize everybody's hands. And it just seems like that bottle never finishes. I don't know why not, but it doesn't finish. And it's just amazing, that smell. And you must see the people's reaction when you spray it. They're like, what was that? And they sort of like have a look at what was that smell that came past them. So this is actually also for our immune systems. And also when we're sick already, we can spray it in our hands and actually smell it in a little bit. And those of you who've used this product, you'll be able to agree with me. And then also it has rosemary in. Oh, I just love the smell of rosemary. And rosemary is antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, and it also helps for respiratory tract problems. So here we go again. We can use this when we're actually sick, and when we're feeling stuffy, and when we've got that stuffy nose, and when we're just not feeling well. And then because of that wonderful smell, it also obviously makes you feel good. And then the menthol as well. Remember, menthol also has a good effect on your brain, and it has this invigorating smell, and it's got a astringent in it, which means that it actually will, if your hands are sort of like, how can I say, if you spray it on, it will tighten the pores and things on your hands. So that's what that means. And then it has ethanol alcohol derived from sugarcane. Now that's 80% alcohol. So that's quite a thing. I said to my husband just now, I said to him, you know what? We could have made alcohol from sugarcane if we just lived in Durban during COVID when we weren't allowed to drink. So he said, yeah, he says, but do you think it would have worked like pineapple? I said, no, because our pineapple story didn't work that well. But so it's very good. The alcohol is obviously, that is now a big part of a sanitizer for your hands, to clean your hands. And then we've got, I think what separates us from the rest of the manufacturers of sanitizers is the glycerine that it's got in, because the alcohol dries your hands, and then the glycerine actually just soothes your hands. So is there anybody that wants to say anything about your experience with a hand sanitizer, maybe something we haven't spoken about?
It also shoos mosquitoes, because at work, for one other reason, we've got mosquitoes under our work desk.
Oh.
And in the afternoon between 4 and 6, they want to attack us. So I spray it on my pants, then they go. Then they leave me alone. Then they free it to someone else. So it does shoo mosquitoes as well.
So it's obviously that tea tree, because I know that hojas don't like tea tree.
Yeah, and so eucalyptus. They don't like eucalyptus as well.
Okay, thanks for that. That's a good tip. Anybody else got something that they've experienced with this sanitizer? Okay, so you see, I say sanitize and clear, because to me, it's not just sanitizing. You can use it for so many other things. All right, so that's now also part of our boosting our immune system. Right, now, if we go back to our second slide where we said you must eat healthy, you must sleep well, you must do all this list of things that you must do to actually boost your immune system. Now we can look at our supplements, because we know we don't do it. We know we don't eat all those vegetables and fruits a day. We're absolutely aware of that. So we have our immune boost support veggie caps. And I've now got and put in the amounts that it's got in. just so that you can see the different amounts that it's got in. But what its function is to actually build up your immune system. And you'll see that it also contains echina. Now, a lot of people before winter, they start stocking up on echinophores, and they, not that I want to use names, but and then they start drinking echinophores. But this has vitamin C, it has echinophores, it has echina purpurean, which is anti-inflammatory and boosts the immune system. It has zinc oxide in, it has vitamin E in, it has selenium in, and selenium plays an important role in actually boosting your metabolism and for your thyroid. So it's crucial for the proper function of your whole immune system. And I bet my bottom dollar that we don't get this in through what we eat. So I really believe that this immune boost support veggie caps are really good. You'll see that it says not suitable for children under 45 kilograms. So what we normally say is, the question always comes, can I give it to my kids? Normally when they're about 9, 10, and then they weigh about 45 kilograms. Or if they can, I always say, if they can swallow a capsule, so then it's more or less safe for them. But don't go and give it to a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, because that's not going to be good for them, because the concentration is too much for their bodies to handle. So just to think about that as well. But the immune support veggie caps, I had people last year when COVID started. We also had the immune boost veggie caps on special, and I can't tell you how many I sold, because people were so paranoid of getting COVID that they just wanted to boost their immune systems. So this is also a very, very good supplement to suggest to your clients as well, is to drink it. And so I don't know, maybe you will know, Louise, how much vitamin C should a person be getting in per day? I don't know if you know that kind of figure. Do you know or not?
I think when you are ill, you are supposed to take 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C.
Okay, so
Normally, I think 500 ought to do.
yeah,
I don't
so
know.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think to build up the immune system, 500 should do. But if you're already sick,
Yeah, then it must be
then you
double that.
maybe need a bit more. But you'll see there's more other ones of our, I just want to see here, COVID. What's this down the door? The COVID something 2 grams.
2 gram a day.
2
2
gram.
gram a day, yeah. COVID
Oh my.
patients.
Oh, so what is
Hulle
that
up
now?
dit.
Times 4.
But 2
Yeah.
grams, isn't that 2,000 milligrams?
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
times 4 of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Oh my goodness. We'll
Onthou
need to
hulle
get.
they boost them with vitamins. They give COVID patients 2 gram of vitamin C. They give selenium. They give zinc. They give vitamin D. They give vitamin D. 1 tablet is 1,000 units. Ne? So they give 3 to 5,000 units a day. So some patients get 3 tablets. Some get 5 tablets.
Wow.
It depends on how ill the patient is.
You must remember, this is very much concentrated, so you must go easy on it, okay?
All right. I'm just saying what they're giving the COVID patients. Sorry.
Thank you. No, Estelle, it's good. We don't know these things. But now remember, this is an immune support. So we're not saying this is something to give to COVID patients, because that we can't even compare it. If you listen to what Estelle's saying, you can't even compare these milligrams to what they actually give COVID patients. But if you constantly take these pills, then it will help you to build your immune system. And obviously you're getting in all that she spoke about, vitamin C, she spoke about zinc oxide and selenium. So it's a good thing to have. Okay, then our leg energizer. Now you're probably thinking, Priscilla, now why are you talking about leg energizer now with our immune system? Okay, so you saw in the beginning, we said you should exercise regularly. Now, how many of us do go and exercise regularly? What does exercising regularly do for you? It helps your heart to pump faster. It helps your blood flow to be better. And so a lot of us sit a lot when we work, and then some of us stand a lot when we work, but we don't necessarily really exercise. So we have the leg energizer, which has the red vine leaf extract in. Now, if you think about other products on the market, they also say they've got the red vine leaf extract in. And excuse me, and this helps the blood circulation. It also treats varicose veins. So, and if you've got restless legs or tingling legs or tired legs, it actually just helps you feel, you can feel that swelling actually feels better. Now, I used to drink the leg energizer, but I'm drinking so many vitamins now. I think I must be the most healthy person in the whole world at this stage. But the leg energizer I used to drink when I feel my legs are sore. I didn't drink them constantly because I don't have a problem of restless legs or anything. And I felt it even worked. Just to drink it when I felt my legs were sore. So that's my experience. And then it also has the horse chestnut extract. If you think back to Monday when we had our foot spa party, um, it also the spa additive, and then also I think it's the overnight balm for feet has horse chestnut as extract in, and it helps for that pain in your feet for standing long hours. And in this instance, it helps for the pain in your legs standing. So it will help for the feet and for the legs. Okay, then the butcher's broom. I thought, my goodness, this thing must look like a broom. So today I went to go look for this thing, and then up here next to the red vine leaf, that is what a butcher's broom looks like. Ach, no, I'm lying to you. Sorry. That's the horse chestnut. The other side, the right-hand side on the top right. That's the butcher's broom. I thought, oh, but this is actually quite a pretty little plant because it's got all these little nice red little bessicky quickies. And I actually thought it was very nice. And yeah, so that one's the horse chestnut, that one that looks like the nut. And then the other one is the butcher's broom. But I thought I was going to see like something like almost like a bottle brush kind of a thing. So it has been for ages and ages, they have been using this butcher's broom extract to treat conditions of poor blood flow in the legs and in the veins. And then obviously your blood pumps from your feet to the heart, and then it just helps to improve that blood flow to the brain and to all the parts of your body. So all the extensions, the arms, the legs, and it just brings relief to that pain. Now, what I find very interesting here is it says here it brings relief to pain associated with hemorrhoids. So hemorrhoids is man, help my nou gaga. Aanbye.
Aanbye.
Ja, daar sy. So dit is nogal vir my interessant. This butcher's broom extract. So I'd really actually like to know from people that suffer from that, whether they actually feel a difference when they drink the leg energizer. So yeah, so that's quite an interesting thing. And then it also has vitamin B in. Now, there's a caution there. They say don't drink it when you're pregnant, because when you're pregnant, your legs are normally sore and your feet are normally sore. So rather don't drink it when you're pregnant. And once again, also not suitable for children under the kilograms of 45. Okay. Anybody got something to say or a comment?
Yes,
or
I have a comment. I delivered some of this today to a lady, and she said she used it in, I think, at the end of last year. And then when it was finished, she bought something at Discount. And she drank that. And then she said, but this one is definitely better. So she bought, I think, two of them.
Wonderful.
Now while it's on special. So I think definitely it is a very nice product to use.
I just want to add that I don't know if she bought the product that I'm thinking of, but there is a product in the supermarket, in the large pharmacies that costs over 200 and something, almost 300 Rand for that product. If you look at our product, you can get 2 of these for 319 Rand.
Exactly,
So,
because I know there's that little boxy and it said red vine leaf extract.
yes.
So I don't know what is other ingredients, and she did not say what she bought.
So what you can advise your clients to do as well is they can take this bottle to Dis-Chem or Clicks and compare the ingredients and see, because that's often what I do is I'll go see, but listen, is ours better? And remember, we use rock star ingredients and very concentrated ingredients. So we can compare them very, very nicely with other products. And you can take your bottle and you can compare it. And if you don't own the bottle of pills yet, then us as consultants can actually go to our product notes on the web store and we can go and give them this. That whole little thing that I've put under the bottle, that's what's stuck on the label. So we can give it to them and say to them, go to Dis-Chem, go and compare it and see which is best for you. And I'm telling you that ours is best. We know that. We're not biased. We know that. Okay, now we come to the vitamin pills for nails. Now, I used to, look, I've been with Zen now for 4 but more years. Annalisa, you've been much longer than me. And I don't know if you've ever tried these pills, but I always used to look past them. And then when it was COVID time, you couldn't get vitamin D anywhere. And I had to drink those calciferol tablets. And they were nowhere to be found. They couldn't even get them in our country. So then I decided, okay, let me go look what Shazam has. And then I saw that we have these vitamin pills for nails, and it contains vitamin D. And then I went to the internet and yeah, where I highlighted, okay, I don't know if we can trust this, the US, but the US Institute of Medicine of the National Academy of Sciences has established that the adequate intake of levels for vitamin D is for a person that's under the age of 50, 200 international units. So it is actually, if you look at ours, it is 200. So it's actually a very, very good concentration of vitamin D. So I had a vitamin D shortage, so I actually should have drank more of them, I think. But look what else they've got in. I mean, if you look at what it's got calcium in, it's got zinc in, it's got magnesium in. It's not just for your nails. It can help your skin to look better. It can help your hair to look better and to grow. And then also, if you think of our body needs calcium, and we go buy all these calcium pills, and then I mean, this has got calcium in it as well. So since I've been using these, I really haven't felt that incredible tired feeling that I always used to get. And my nails just grow at the speed of lightning. I'm telling you, I must cut them every week because they just grow like mad. And my nails are hard. They're not brittle anymore. So it's really, I've really found that these vitamin pills have really surprised me. And what I love about these pills is that it's 2 months supply. There's 120 pills in here. So you drink 2 a day. So it's 2 months supply. So you can actually see in 2 months what your nails, the difference in your nails. And then also, just make sure that you don't take them at night. I was taking them at night. And then, because I want to take the whole lot, man, I've got a whole lot of pills I drink at night. I took it all together. Then I read, oh, okay, I'm actually supposed to take them in the morning. Okay, so now I take the 2 pills in the morning with all the other vitamins. And because they say the combination of the vitamin B can actually give you energy and keep you awake if you take it after lunchtime. So just take note of that. So I wasn't being kept awake, but I just realized I didn't really stick to what it said on the bottle. Sometimes I just think I'm more clever than the bottle, so I don't need to look. But yeah, or never too old to learn. Okay, so sorry, before I move on to the cranberry pills, is there anybody that wants to comment on the vitamin pills for nails? Nobody. Okay, so it's got vitamin A, D, B1, 2, 3, B. I'm telling you, I said to my husband, why did they make these vitamin B1 to B12? I said, couldn't they just have called them something else, really? But I think my science knowledge is not good, so I don't know.
There is another name. So, Priscilla, we call them vitamin B co.
Oh, okay. Okay. The company, they're all in the same, they keep each other company.
Something like that.
Okay, so on Monday we spoke about the cranberry. I don't know how many of you went back and looked at the video. We spoke about the super cranberry, and Pepina makes our all our supplements, and we had our pharmacist that actually spoke on the video in the Zoom video that I showed. And what's wonderful about this cranberry is we all know cranberry is good for urinary tract infections, and there's some women that live with this. This is what they've got every single day. They've got UTIs, and they just get used to it. And when it gets bad, they just go and get some antibiotics, and then they move on, and then they wait till another episode flares up, and then they just treat it again with antibiotics. But what's nice about this product of ours is that it's preventative as well as it can treat the infection. So if you are somebody who's prone to UTIs, you can actually take one a day, and it will prevent you from getting the urinary tract infection. And then if you get an episode of the infection, you can actually up your dose to from 1 to 2 veggie caps 3 times a day for 5 days. So it's actually a treatment as well. And I have followed up with many of my clients. When this product came out, I think I sold 10 bottles in a day because everybody just wanted this product. And I don't know about the rest of you, if your clients are also that excited. And then I went and followed up on them. And I said to them, can you tell me how fast you saw results? And I had 4 clients who I followed up on, because they were far away from me. I couldn't speak to them like face to face. And they all said within a week, they could see a difference. They weren't getting up at night to go to the toilet so much. They weren't getting wet spots. They weren't. They could definitely see a difference. And so I think if you've got a client that uses this, you've got a client for life as well, because it's much better to prevent it than to actually try and treat it every single time. And it costs you a lot of money. You go to a doctor, the doctor charges you, I don't know, you guys in Gauteng, how much I charge you, but our doctors are about between like 500 Rand a visit, and then he has to give you antibiotics as well. And that costs about 500 Rand. So 2 bottles of this, 319 Rand. I don't think there is a choice. Anybody want to add something? Any experience that you've had with the super cranberry?
So I've got UTIs and quite severe cases of it. Sometimes the last time I had to go and get antibiotics, I discovered that I only could take 1 tablet because I have such a immune version of the bacteria. So it doesn't just, I have to use a special kind of antibiotic. So I started when I was very excited when this came out because I do suffer from this. It's sort of something I live with. So I started taking it, and I can't say that I specifically have noticed a huge, I haven't really sort of noticed, but I do think there has been a change. And I try to take one every day. And I certainly have noticed that things are improving. So it seems, so I'm very optimistic because I've taken cranberry supplements, other cranberry supplements previously. But yeah, I was very excited when I listened to the whole launch of this thing, and I actually bought two of the bottles. So yeah, I'm very excited to be using it, and I'm really hoping for positive results because it's not nice to live with these kind of things. So I have noticed something, but I've only been taking it probably for about half a month. I think there's 30 in a bottle, hey? So I haven't finished a bottle yet. So after a month, I'll let you know how it's gone. But so far, it's actually been, I have started noticing a difference. So I'm very optimistic. As you say, I hate taking the antibiotics, and I normally leave it too long. And last time the doctor said to me that if I'm not careful, I'll have to land up in hospital and get onto a drip because my version is so bad. So obviously you have to be very, very careful. So yeah, so I'm very excited about this, and as I say, I bought the double, I think two bottles full. So yeah, I'll try the 2 bottles and see how they go, but I think I will be a customer for life, definitely. So yeah, so it's definitely very excited about it.
But Leanne, what I'm thinking now, if you've got such a severe strain of this bacteria, don't you think you should maybe take more, 2 a day, instead of just taking 1 a day?
Well, what I would typically do is exactly what it recommends here, that because you know your body. So if it flares up, I would then do the 5 days and 3 times a day thing. So that's typically how I would have managed it, because that's how I normally manage things anyway. It's not all the time. I don't have it at the moment, but yeah, if I notice that things are deteriorating, and it's got lots to do with your diet, like you say, if you eat a lot of sugary things and you have a lot of yeast products and stuff like that. So mine's driven predominantly by diet. Yeah, then I would typically do what they suggest here and do the 2 capsules 3 times a day for 5 days, and hopefully that would sort it out. So yeah, the nurses among us would probably be saying, no, Leanne, you probably need to go and get the antibiotics. But yeah, I try and manage as much as possible. So yeah, I'm very excited about this product. As I say, I have tried other cranberry just normal cranberry vitamins, and I haven't noticed that it was particularly better or better. I've also bought the immune one that you talked about earlier, but I haven't used it yet because I've been using it for my old treatment. So very excited about it. Okay,
Awesome.
sorry.
No, it's good. Yes.
I must tell you that my nephrologist prescribed cranberry for me, for my kidneys. And this one is definitely better than the one that you get at the pharmacy.
Well, that's wonderful news. That's really
Yeah,
wonderful
really.
news.
And you know what? It has the hibiscus extract in as well. That makes it just a lot better.
Yeah.
I have to completely agree with Estelle there, because I've used the previous one and I didn't see any noticeable difference, truthfully. Whereas this, I am actually seeing a difference.
No, definitely. Tell me something, Louise and Estelle. If you had to advise Leanne now, would you say that she should drink 1 or 2? Because I see there it says dosage 1 to 2 veggie caps daily. What would you think that the person should start, if you are prone to it, to drink more and then start tapering it down to less, or less and then treat the acute condition? What would you say?
Sorry. I'm a nurse that doesn't really believe in taking antibiotics for everything. So I will do the 2 veggie caps 3 times a day if you're in the acute phase, and drink a lot of water. And for maintenance, I will do the 1 veggie cap 3 times a day. Or 1 a day. 1 a day, sorry. 1 a day for maintenance, yes.
Okay.
I agree
So that's
with
pretty
you.
much, that's pretty much how I'm working.
Yeah. Okay,
maybe if you use it for the 5 days, it could kill that big hoho. Most probably.
I think so. I
It'll be
hate
nice.
antibiotics. I don't like
I
antibiotics.
also hate
Well, I mean,
antibiotics
I've
because
even
it's
tried the
anti-healthy.
6-month supply of the antibiotics before, and that didn't work either.
Mm-mm.
So yeah. As I say, I live with it and I maintain it. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
maybe
would
you
do
can win
exactly what.
something. Right.
Yeah, I will do exactly what you've suggested. Yeah. Yeah, but
Just
anyway,
drink a
I was
lot of
very
water as
excited
well.
when I saw. Yeah, that is one of my biggest downfalls, I'll be honest. But yeah, I was very excited about this product. I must admit, I was very excited when I saw this one was launched last year. It was exciting to see. Very excited about it. And it certainly has been better than the other ones.
Thank you for your feedback, Leanne. It's wonderful to hear from somebody that actually struggles with it. So, and also we must also remember men also do get UTIs. My husband for a long time he suffered with it, and now I said I've got a pill for you. He says, "Nee, get it nie meer nie." So, okay. So, but now I've got them, and I'll feed them to him. I've got him on the men's vitamins already, so I'm getting somewhere. So maybe next step will be the cranberry pills. So we'll see. Okay, and then just for general health as well, we've got our detox and gut repair veggie caps. Now the detox and gut repair veggie caps are 30 capsules, but it's a 10-day. So it's a 10-day. What's the word I'm looking for? The bottle is actually made to use for 10 days. So you take 3 a day. But also, remember, it's detoxing you. There's a lot of people that came back with feedback to me that said, I was feeling awful. I was feeling terrible on these pills. So I said, yeah, you will, because it's detoxing you. And so people, if any of your customers come back and say, but I was feeling awful, exactly, that's what it's meant to do. It's supposed to detox your liver and your gut. So that's why you're feeling so ill. So they must prepare themselves. If they take this pill, they must prepare themselves that they're not going to feel well, because one of the ladies, she said, I want my money back. So I said to her, no, that's what happens when you detox, is you feel terrible. So if you're on a detox diet as well, you get headaches and you just feel awful. Okay, so that's the detox and gut repair, but it's very good. I wouldn't use it often. I'd use it every now and then, just like when you know you've been really eating bad and you've been drinking maybe a lot or whatever. Use that as well, just for a quick treatment of a 10-day treatment. Okay, then our daily vitamins and minerals. Also, I'm not going to go into too much detail of them. You can go look on the product notes at them. They are really, really very, very good. And then our phytonutrients and super antioxidants. Now, we really don't eat enough of the good foods to get the right antioxidants that we're supposed to be getting in. And you'll see that they're both 60 veggie caps. So what I used to do is I only took 1 a day and not 2 a day. So it lasts me 2 months, these bottles, because my mind was saying to me, geez, I'm taking a vitamin and mineral as well as a phytonutrient and antioxidant, as well as this pill and as well as that. So I thought, no, I'm just going to use one. So then it lasts me 2 months. So that's also wonderful. And then our menopause support. Menopause support is not only just for people going through menopause, it can be for people who suffer from PMS and any hormonal imbalance. It's not just for menopause. So I know it says menopause, but it's not just because it balances the hormones out. It does help for the hot flushes and the night sweats and all that kind of thing as well. But it's not just for menopause. Okay, then in the beginning, we spoke about you need to sleep more. Now, a lot of us don't sleep enough. Now, these Sleep Easy Veggie Caps, because they're veggie caps, they don't give you that, that doff feeling in the morning. When you wake up and you've had a sleeping pill, you feel like, I'm not quite lekker there. And it also doesn't knock you out. It sort of like just makes you calm, and it makes you have a quiet night's sleep without that hangover feeling the next day. So that will then help us to sleep better. And then we have our brain food. our brain food. Sometimes we really need to concentrate at at a specific time. Some of us are just very forgetful, and the brain food can actually help because it's got essential nutrients that you actually need. And then the ginkgo biloba also is also more something that keeps you alert. So that is also very good. I just want to see what Estelle's saying here. Okay. All right. So, is there anybody who wants to give feedback on any of these other polls that are on the screen? Okay, nobody. Okay, what I want to just reiterate is in March, all the supplements are 189 for one and 319 for two. Everything across the whole brochure. Some people, they don't realize that, and then they actually buy them separately. And I think, oh no, you could have actually just bought two. So you can combine them with whatever. So this month, what I did is I bought those vitamin pills for nails. I bought 2 bottles of them, but I bought them with a nail file. So I didn't do it with this in this part. And then and then obviously the vitamins as well. It's also good because if I only use one a day, then it means that is 4 months supply for me and not just 2 months supply for me. So I challenge anybody to go to a big pharmaceutical shop and get vitamins 2 for 319 Rand. I'm telling you now, you will not get it anywhere. The same with the super cranberry. I challenge anybody to get 2 bottles, 2 months supply of pills, of supplements. You won't get it. So, and us as consultants, I mean, we pay like 250 something Rand for 2 bottles. So it's absolute a bargain. So yeah, so those are all, this is now all to build our immune system. So it's not just our immune boost range that builds your immune system. All these other things, if you've got a healthy bladder, it's good. If you've got a healthy gut, it's good. If you're sleeping well, it's good. So all of that helps with your immune system. So that's why I actually thought of incorporating all the vitamins and all the supplements in this specific session as well. Okay, then this weekend we have our this stuff somehow just sells like soetkoek. I don't know, people go crazy when this is on special. So it's two for 279. And now you're going to ask me, why have I got it in here? Okay, so it helps for lymph drainage. It helps for blood circulation. It helps for also removing dead skin cells. So it's called a stimulator. It's not a sponge, it's a stimulator. Why? Because it stimulates blood flow. It stimulates the lymph system. So, which is also all part of being healthy. So that is why I actually brought it in here. So it's also something that can help you to be healthy, so that you see that lady's review there that she said it helps with her water retention. So it's not just a sponge. A lot of people think, oh, it's just a sponge. It's not a sponge. It is a stimulator because it stimulates different parts of your body, and it eliminates toxins, gets rid of all the bad things, and you just need to use it often. When you do when you want to use it for lymph drainage, you should actually dry brush it. So what dry brushing means is that you actually after you've bathed, because then your body is warm, and your body is warm. So then you actually go and dry brush you take strokes up to your heart, so from the bottom all the way up, and then you always stroke towards your heart so that you can get that blood flow going. And it's not a pleasant feeling, dry brushing. It's something to get used to. So that helps for the blood circulation and for the lymph drainage. Otherwise, if you're using it wet, it's actually just helping. It will help a bit for blood circulation, but because you're not really concentrating so long on an area, you should actually, when you do the dry brushing, go 10 times over the same spot. And I promise you, your whole body tingles after that. It's really not a pleasant feeling, but you get used to it. So, and it also helps, obviously, to break down the cellulite and to take toxins out. So we've got two different adverts, and you can choose which one you want to send to your customers, because if you want to target a family, I would use this advert. If you want to target a single person, I'd use this advert. But it doesn't mean to say as well, you can choose which one you actually want to use. My daughter uses it because she gets terrible ingrown hairs in her legs from when she shaves. And then it becomes eventually like this big, like almost a boil thing from that ingrown hair. And she says since she's been using the skin stimulator, it's actually really helped for the ingrown hairs. And then just for those of you who are in teams and you're into selling, Shazeen, we have a regional challenge that I sent out today, that if you sell 10 skin stimulator sets between today and the end of the month, then you go into a lucky draw for a hamper to the value of 500 Rand. Now, you think 10 sets is a lot. I'm telling you, these things sell better than Sweet Cook. So you just need to find your right market to market them to. And think about people who you could match this product to. Yeah, so I think it's also part of well-being and to boost your immune system. And we can also sell it in that fashion as well. So that is the end of what I thought we could talk about this tonight. Would any of you like to comment or ask a question or anything like that? See, it's Annalisa.
Nee, ek sê niks nie. Dankie vir jou, ons lief vir jou hoor.
Hoorie nie, ek moet julle net sê, ek gaan net hierdie